Big day today for the Division community, not only for the Division 2, but also for the Division Resurgence. And before we get started with all of that, hey, happy Turkey Day, all right? Happy Thanksgiving to all of you that celebrate it. I hope you have a good time with your family. And, if you gain a few pounds because you're eating all that turkey and stuffing, hey, so be it, Walk around the neighborhood a few times. You'll be able to burn it off, all right? Take a nice little turkey nap, watch some football. You know the whole Thanksgiving thing. Anywho, today we had a dev live stream for the Division Resurgence, and we have our holiday weekend event going on live right now for the Division 2. Here, let me catch you up. What's going on, YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division video. Yeah, because it's about multiple Division games. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. And finally, shout out where you're from. It's cool to see where everyone is from. But we'll start off with the Division 2, and then we'll end with the Division Resurgence. So right now, the Division 2, what is going on? Well, it is Thanksgiving, and they just started their ×5 XP event. So right now is the best time to farm in the game, period. It is the best time because you are getting 5 times XP for everything. PvP, PvE, raids, kill XP, everything under the sun. You are getting 5 times the XP for 1,000 shade levels. So, if you are new or returning to the game and you still are not shade level 1000, to get your watch completely maxed out, remember, you have to be at shade level 1000. After that, it doesn't really matter. You're just going to gain scavenging points. But getting up to shade level 1000 is very important. That way you have your character min-maxed. And that's exactly what these ×5 XP events are for. And that is exactly why it is for 1,000 levels, to get you all the way up to that min-maxed, status. Then you can start worrying about expertise and all that other crap. But the 5 times XP is the best event, period, in the Division 2 for all players. Even if you're a veteran player, you're getting 5 times the caches. That way you get more materials, you get more expertise, upgrade materials, and all of that jazz. Now, just to show you on the board what would be the best things to farm right now. So the control points, you could easily just reset a control point and fast travel to, say it's this control point right here, MLK. Say it's your favorite control point. If you fast travel to Grand Washington and run across the street, you could take it out. And then you could reset control points just like this. And then it will fast travel you back to the theater. Then you could fast travel to Grand Washington, go back to MLK, and do it again. A lot of people do that. Or they'll do this one. They'll go to Navy Plaza, or they'll go to the Cinder Block. And then every time they reset control points, they'll get, shipped back to the last stop, safe house. And then they'll do it again and again and again. A lot of people like to farm that way. But in my opinion, during this modifiers, during this season, it's not the best way to farm. Because that's how you get all of your boosts, all of your buffs, not only to your rate of fire, but to your weapon damage from those global modifiers. So what I do is I highly recommend you take out the public executions. These give you nearly 250,000 XP per, and that is without any modifiers or anything added at all. That is just normal heroic. And remember, you can add all these modifiers to make it even higher. But the fact of the matter is, the public executions are going to be your #1 best bet, because it gives you the most XP for the least amount of time. These public executions are 2 waves of enemies. That's it. You walk up to a wave of enemies, you take them out, and then it's 1 more wave, and you're done. That's it. It takes seconds. So what you do is you find a public execution, then you find another one, then you find another one. You can see there's 3 right there. And that's 1 shade level within, a minute. It's really not bad. Not only that, but it's 5 times XP, and you get to increase it with those directives, so you can make this even crazier. I mean, let's see. If a lot of people like to use the Tempest right now, or the Regulus right now, with a pistol build, and I completely agree. Using that with like something, you know, along the lines of, say, Hunter's Fury, you could definitely have some fun. All right, so we just added our directives. Right. And now you can see our control points now give 800k XP. So that's over a shade level per control point, okay? And then whenever we go to those public executions, look, they're right next to each other. 500k plus each. And you can knock these out in seconds. And then look, there's another one right here. And then you keep going until you find more and more. And then you can either change characters, or you could just change your instance. But what I would do is just scour the entire map and just take out all of those public executions, maybe take over some control points that you like to take over, and then that's it. You're good to go. Now, for me personally, here's what I do. Highly recommend you do it too. Here's what I do. So there's this build, okay? You can screenshot it, whatever, pause it, okay? So there's this build. All right, 2 million armor. You see that? Okay. And then there's this build right here, 1.8 million armor. Okay. They're very similar builds, but it's for a reason. So these two builds, in my opinion, are top tier for conflict PvP. Now, I know a lot of people are like, ugh, PvP, this guy and his PvP. But I'm telling you, conflict PvP is the way to go. 5 times XP, you're going to be getting over 5 levels per match. Per match. And these matches are less than 10 minutes long. Not only that, but the team elimination game mode would be the go-to, because then you could get upwards of 10 levels per match. So conflict PvP is a really good way to go. It normalizes all of your gear. So no shade levels, no expertise levels, nothing like that in conflict PvP. All you have to do is copy and paste that build, or both builds that I just showed you, and go into conflict, and I promise you'll have a good time. It'll be a lot of fun. But that's the number one way, in my opinion, for getting XP, because the conflict XP is crazy high. Not only that, but it'll give you conflict levels. So you're getting conflict caches, you're getting field proficiency caches at a astronomical rate. I think it's like every 2 games or so, I'm full on caches. And then I have to empty them out of my stash. It's quite a bit of fun. Now, the third way would be priority objectives, right? So if you do your priority objectives, you would find the one that has XP. You can see all 3 of these have XP as the reward. Now, you would want to go for the one with the higher, duration. So this one says long. So I'd click on this one. Whoa, look at that. It says it'll give me 1.3 million XP just for completing Capitol building on any difficulty. 1.3. So that's nearly 2 shade levels just for completing this. So let's see. Let's just do heroic, for example. Let's see. Oh, why is it not? Uh-oh. Am I getting uh-oh. I think I might be getting deltaed. Let me fast travel real quick. It's not letting me toggle Capitol building for some reason. Uh-oh. Yeah. I might be getting deltaed. It's such a rare occurrence while I'm recording a video. Come on, game. Don't do this to me. Come on, game. Come on, game. All right. I mean, we're going to wait here until I get deltaed. So. Eesh. All I was going to do is show you the XP that you would get from Capitol building with the priority objective, because you end up getting, I don't know, I think it's like 6 or 7 levels just for doing the one mission. Oh, it just snapped back. Oh, it didn't delta me. What was that? Yo, what was that, chat? Did you guys see that? The game like freaking blinked and now I'm back in. Holy moly. Whatever. Whatever, dude. Yo, it's not letting me. It's not letting me toggle this. All right, what's going on here? For some reason, it's not letting me toggle Capitol building.
Hostile control point nearby.
Okay, there we go. All right, so let's say for heroic, it would give me 800,000 XP on top of the 1.3. So then we're getting what? It's what, 2.2 million. So if we're getting 2.2 million, that's over 3 levels just for completing the stronghold. That's without any kill XP or anything in between. That's pretty crazy. But still, I would say the PvP part is still the best. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but it is. I do that during a lot of my live streams during the 5 times XP events, and it shows. Like, I think I'm getting closer to 10,000 shade level on PlayStation, and I only use that account typically while I stream. I mean, this is my main account over here on Xbox, and I'm, what, 16.1, so I'm catching up on those other platforms. But all right, so that's your 5 times XP event, and it is only live for the next 3.5 days. Okay, so the next 3.5 days, you have 5 times XP. Do everything you can to get XP. You can even match it up with the global event and get global event stars at the same time. Not only that, but remember, you get your rank up caches at the same time as well. I mean, right now is the best time to farm the Division 2. Now, the next thing is going to be the Division Resurgence. So let's jump over there. And just a reminder, all of this information and more is on my Twitter page, X if you're nasty. So follow me over here at Kamikazevondoom for anything Division related before I make a YouTube video. But let's see here. So right now we do have that 5 times XP event we were just talking about. But here's the live stream that I'm about to show you. So this morning, the devs for the Division Resurgence did a live stream. This has absolutely nothing to do with the Division 2. This has absolutely nothing to deal with Massive Entertainment. This is its own thing. This was developed by Ubisoft Mobile out of Paris, and it has its own devs. This is not a Snowdrop engine game. This is a Unreal engine game. This is a mobile game. However, I play it on tablet with a controller, and I have no problems. I have never used the touchscreen at all. I use controller, period. Now, yes, there are some things in the menus that might be easier to use touchscreen, but for the entire gameplay, I forever use controller, and it is seamless. This game's a lot of fun, and it is set to go to everyone in March. Because remember, the 10-year anniversary for Tom Clancy's The Division is March. So they're doing this regional beta right now to finish any last-minute tweaks, and then they're going to ship out the game come March. But I'm about to show you this live stream event. If you are in the Division Resurgence right now, you can add me, okay? Let me see if I can pull up the thing. Add me on the Division Resurgence, and I will get you into the DOD. Let me see if I have, there we go. So I made this a few days ago whenever the beta first started, and all you need to do is add me. I'm Kamikaze, and then the clan is DOD, DOD Von Doom, Disciples of Doom. They did not have enough text space for me to put Disciples of Doom, so I had to shorten it. All right? But that's the clan. We're already up to like 34, 36 members now, something like that. We are fully maxed out. But make sure that you actually participate. Make sure you do the hostile, what is it? The hostile clan hives. That way you get the clan points, and then we can get the clan bigger and get more people in there. But all right. So that is it for me in the Division Resurgence. Let's jump over to their developer play session and live stream. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comment section below. I am Kamikazevondoom. Happy Thanksgiving, happy Turkey Day, and I'll see you in the next one, all right? Peace out.
Is we wanted to test in the regions where we knew a lot of players were waiting for us to be, and we know a lot of our players are in the US. We know a lot of people in LATAM are expecting to play as well, so we decided to go for that. We have done tests in the past in Europe. We did quite a few tests in France, England, Germany, Spain. We did a Romanian test recently, which is where we came back after quite a long leave of absence, and we saw a few bugs there, which we are happy that we corrected since. And so now we're back with you guys. So just roaming around the world for now. I'll wait until the team jump in here so that we can start the Dark Zone. Bear in mind, please, that you are definitely allowed to troll me in the chat. My play style, especially on controller, is not the best. I am not used to playing controller, so you have to bear this in mind, and we'll be following along. So when is the global launch? We are still aiming for this fiscal year. So the fiscal year for Ubisoft finishes sometime next year, 2026. So keep your eyes on the social media platforms of your choice. We'll be developing on that as we go. As we get closer, we'll be giving you more visibility on that as well. So yeah, we can't give you dates just yet, but there will be more things happening soon. So The Division Resurgence is the mobile version of The Division in general. It's a true adaptation of the game to mobile. It brings you basically in between Division 1 and Division 2. So the idea is that you're left at the end of Division 1 to continue the story in a sense. So it is definitely canon. It is true to the game, true to the story. And you can play an agent and just rediscover New York. So we're here today, and yeah, as mentioned, going to be going into the Dark Zone, and I can see Trash is DMing me already. Trash, if you want to invite me over to your team and we can get things moving. Having another quick look at the chat. To everyone here as well, just great to have you here, so wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah. So The Division Resurgence, what can I say about The Division Resurgence? Well, we've been working really hard to bring this to mobile. We're a small team here, but expanding fast, getting ready for the launch later. And we are really excited to see more and more of you guys get your hands on it. We're currently, as I mentioned, doing a regional beta, and the beta finishes in December 16th. So if you're in the beta, you've still got quite some time to play, and there might even be people out there with some keys to give you. So maybe you can grab yourself a key and get a spot to play as well. Now, let's have a quick look at my specialization. So obviously, in this game, compared to the other Division games, you do have different specializations, giving you access to specific combat skills and specific basically special abilities, let's say. And yeah, let's just check my loadout for today. Yep, that seems about right. Go for that. Let's check the attachments. Do I want... Yeah, I'll just keep it as is. Keep it stock. That should work fine. So the game does run on most recent devices. We don't have a list of compatible devices for the regional beta, but you should be able to play whatever you've got in your pocket right now, more or less. Okay, here we go for an arms deal while we're at it. So if you're used to playing on controller, then you should have no issues whatsoever getting into this game, because it's really quite seamless.
I'm the guy to see.
That price is not the price we agreed to. We made a deal.
Ah, there we go. Trash is inviting me into this team. Let's see if we can take out a few of these guys in the meantime.
Here we go. Guess they didn't see this coming.
Oh, shoot. What's he doing here?
Got him lined up just right.
Now, let's see. Let's get into cover. Okay. Not too shabby.
Object of interest detected.
Let's mark this. There we go. Let's have a quick look at the chat. Any questions coming up here? And yeah, I know you guys have been waiting for a very long time, but hopefully you won't have to wait too long. Yeah, as you know, well, as I mentioned, we'll be giving you more updates as we go. Hopefully, these are the last stages of development before we get ready for launch. The final stages for us are just making sure that everything is ready on our side and the infrastructure of things, making sure that we're plugging into as many tools as possible on Ubisoft's side to ensure a smooth launch when ready. Okay, Trash and Orion are now in this team with me, and we'll be launching, and Tixie as well. So you may recognize some of these names if you're in the Discord. Tixie recently joined us as the full-time community manager for this test phase, and maybe more as we move on. So, I am ready for the Dark Zone. Is the Dark Zone ready for me? Actually, that's a rhetorical question. Of course it's ready for me. I'm probably going to get my rear end handed to me, quite literally. Luckily, I am with people who know what they're doing, so I will follow them mainly in this one. So, guys, you're my strike team today. I trust you, and I'm not sure where we're going, but here we go for the Dark Zone. Now, the Dark Zone does have a time limit, and that's the biggest difference between this version and the ones that you know from Division 1 and 2, where basically it's a 20-minute timed event. And the idea being here is that we're focusing on making these events shorter for people who are used to playing on mobile. Obviously, it's a big break from what you might be used to, but it actually adds, in the way I see it, it actually adds quite a good element of tension where you have to evacuate within those 20 minutes. And if you don't, then unfortunately you're going to lose your loot that you've gathered throughout. You can also go rogue here, and hopefully none of these guys are going to go rogue on me, because I mean, it might be quite interesting for you to watch that, but not for me necessarily to enjoy. Yep, still following you around. Go for it, go for it. You're the leader on this one. Any plans for environmental stuff to be added, like more voice lines, etc., TD2 like TD1? So we're continuing development, of course, and adding lots of different things as we go. I'm not the best person to talk to you about that. Can't see what I'm doing. How is he down already? How is he down already? Come on, guys. Let me activate some of these special abilities. It's helping with weapon damage, giving you guys a bit of a buff, and oh no, yep, that guy immobilizes you. Okay, let's get into cover. I'm not playing very wisely here. There we go. Where are they? Hiding. Come on. Yep, there we go. It's definitely tanky. Okay, let's go for the signature ability, and this one's a bit of a fun one. Basically, with this specific ability, you can't miss a single shot. It's quite useful. Especially for someone like me who's not very good on controller, but yeah. For those of you joining us, welcome. This is The Division Resurgence, which is the mobile version of the Division game. It is fully a canon game, fully integrated within the Division universe. And yeah, hopefully you'll be able to enjoy it relatively soon. More information about that will be posted on our social media as we get closer to the launch dates. I'm currently enjoying the Dark Zone with a couple of people from the Insider program, which is like the ETF program, basically, that you guys have on Division 2. And there we go. Taking out our first big boss. What does he have for us? Okay, quite a few things. Now, what's interesting about the Dark Zone here is that I have a limited amount of loot that I can carry. So I don't really want to keep everything, because I just really do want to keep the best only for later, for extraction. If I can get that far, of course. Okay. And yeah, I'm happy to follow. Do I have any ammo? Okay, I should have loads of ammo, but let's go and loot stuff. Yep, go grab that. Grabbing this as well. Some materials there, components. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Green, not interesting for me. So, which way, guys? I'm following you. So, what's my favorite specialization? Well, actually, I really love playing the medic. I find that the like toxic waves that you can send really cool to play with. It really enables you to focus down one enemy and take them out quite fast. I haven't really been able to explore the proper healing side of the medic simply because I haven't been playing at higher levels with a team much. Here at Ubisoft, we tend to try new builds on a regular basis and redo the same levels over and over, just testing for bugs and stuff and testing different elements and features, which means that I haven't had time to really properly explore like the late game part. Okay, let's see, where do I want to go? There. Now, where are they? Where are they? They're evading me. Can we climb up? Yes.
Signature ability ready.
Okay. So my guys are doing quite well. They clearly seem to know what they're doing. There you guys, leave some for me. Gosh. Okay, just having a quick look at the chat. How is my controller? Well, I'm actually playing with the Xbox controller here. It is a gorgeous pink color. That way I don't get to lose it. I always know where it is. And it's flawless. It's honestly flawless. I've had no issues with setting it up, no issues with button layouts. So very happy with that. I've tested a few controllers. Shoot, shoot, shoot. I'm going to be taken down. Let's heal up, heal up. Okay, good. That was a close one, close call. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? I need to try and help focus down some of these enemies with them. I'm not doing my parts. I mean, in fairness, these guys are a bit higher level than I am, so I'm not surprised. They're actually doing most of it for me. Let's go and have a quick look at the loot. Yes, this is currently in beta. There is a regional beta. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm telling you. My items, my loot is full. There is currently a regional beta happening in Brazil and the US. It is a limited beta, which means that we've invited quite a few people out there. So if you're in, you're in. If not, you have to wait for more waves of invites to go out. We don't necessarily have any plans yet for more, but that might change. Okay, let's ignore the loot for now. Let's go and focus on the actual gameplay and fighting our enemies here. Is the flame turret in-game? Well, there are some turrets in the game, but I'm not going to spoil it too much for you. Not really flame turrets at this stage. More like explosive mortars than anything else. Will there be a 6th specialization? I'm not at liberty to say right now. Make that what you will. Okay, here goes. These guys are too good for me. I can barely keep up. Hello, just arrived. This has always been asked, but is there news about the HUD bug? So there have been indeed a few bugs reported to us lately. One of the bugs was a connection issue whilst launching the game, which hopefully should be fixed now. There are a few other things that we hopefully have fixed. The HUD issue is definitely noted by our teams and being looked into. I have no information just yet at where it is, basically, in terms of if it is a solution being found. I am being absolutely thrashed here. I need to be careful. Okay. Let's let my teammates do most of the heavy lifting here. Do I need ammo? No, not really. Can I shoot across? No, I can't. Okay, let me see. Will handguns be available in the game? Not as... I don't think so. I've had no news of that. It's not something that's definitely planned for us. But you can hit people. So yeah, you can use melee if you want. But be advised. Currently, doesn't really do much. To be honest, it's useful. I used it this morning to get out of a tricky situation where I was out of ammo, and that's basically all I had. But that's about all it will help you do at this stage. Does this game work with Steam Deck? No, not that I know of, but it's an interesting suggestion. Definitely have to pass that one on to the team. And yes, as Riggy is pointing out in the chat, if you do have any questions or are facing issues with the game, then make sure you join the Discord channel. We do have a lot of people there constantly talking and exchanging ideas and facts and stuff about the game. We are also looking at all the bug reports there. We've got our development team joining on the Discord as well, keeping a close eye on what's happening. And while they're not necessarily very active on Discord, they do collect a lot of feedback from you guys about specific issues that might be able to be fixed faster with you guys being as helpful as you are still being. So, yeah. Let's improve air damage outputs. Let's aim for the backpack. Oh, come on. Being a bit slow. Look at the chat for a sec. Yeah, cool. So let's have a quick look at my loot, because I don't want to be carrying around lots of stuff which I don't need. I do want to get rid of this. Let's just get rid of that, and there we go. Confirm, and I will just keep the best. So the only thing I want is that. Okay, good. I'm happy with that. Now bear in mind this is the Dark Zone, so anyone joining the server this time could come and hunt us down if they wanted to. Although be warned, I may not be very good, but the people I'm playing with are, so you might find it a bit of a tough cookie to crack. Let's remove hit numbers. That's another interesting one. Is that something I'd be comfortable with personally? I don't know, but definitely an interesting suggestion. I'm sure one of the devs is watching this and writing things down. So I'm following trash, because trash in the subway has to be picked up, always, and there is plenty of it to go around, so yeah, bear that in mind. Where are we going? Where's he gone? Upstairs. That's fast. Okay, where to now? We have 8 minutes left, so we might want to start thinking about extraction soon-ish. I think that's what we're heading for. And then I can take a few minutes to answer questions in the chat. Where are we going, guys? A standalone Dark Zone game. Well, we were hoping to have another game come out in the past, but that didn't happen. Maybe in the future. We'll see how things go. Does the Dark Zone play more like Division 1 or Division 2? I don't know. I'm not a very competitive player best of times. I quite like the story missions. I really haven't played much Dark Zone in previous games, so I'm not the best person to answer that question. Oh shoot, I was looking at the chats. Okay, so where are we going? I think they're aiming for a boss fight here. That's a bit, yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see how we can do this one, if we can do it.
Signature ability ready.
Well, I might need to start shooting if I want to be able to help them. Oh, shoot. Okay, what next? Improve our damage outputs. There we go. Nice. Keep it up, keep it up. So if we were to remove the damage markers, what would you replace it with? Because I do like the like feedback of knowing when I've been hitting my target. That always feels good to me. So let's only choose the M700. That's perfect. Ah, is my inventory full already? How? I got rid of so many things. I want to find it. Oh, shoot. I'll dismantle. There we go. Let's discard. There we go. Let's go back. And I only want the M7000. Why? Why am I picking up so many things at once? Anyhow, I'll do with that later. I think it's time to extract. Come on, guys. Jumping jacks? Okay, seriously? Now? In the dark zone? You have better things to do? Yeah, we're very aware of the delays that are mentioned by a few of you guys. And definitely it wasn't something that we were planning on doing, on having, but it comes to a point where we really do want to focus on making sure that when the game releases, we want to release something that is as polished as we can possibly make it. We know how important the first few days are for a brand new game, and we don't want to miss out on that opportunity. Where on earth did they go? We don't want to disappoint you guys. I know there is a huge amount of people very demanding when it comes to Division games, and so you should be. And we do want to make sure that this lives up to expectations as best as possible. So with that in mind, there are a few bugs and a few items that we feel we had to fix before we could release, and one of those was everything to do with the infrastructure behind the game, so everything supporting the launch of the game. So making sure that we're properly connected to UB Connect, making sure that everything we need, all the tools internally that we have that we need to launch, making sure that those are properly adjusted for this game. Okay, 4 minutes to go. We've called for the helicopter to come and pick us up. It should be arriving soon, but does mean also that we'll be greeted by waves of enemies coming to challenge us on this one. Yeah. I don't expect any problems whatsoever here, and we should be able to extract quite easily, which is nice. There we go. So in the Dark Zone, one thing you can do is collect Dark Zone intel. These are specific Dark Zone points which allow you to help fortify your position by using things like the sentry turret here. And that will help you, especially if you're solo or worried about rogue agents, that will help you defend your position while the helicopter's coming. So while we're waiting for that, let's have a quick look at the chat. What? Who's shooting at us? No idea. So, can we travel to Washington, D.C. in this game as well? No. Not for the moment. Could be fun. I would enjoy seeing that, but no. For the moment, we're focusing on New York, NYC. Division 1 mobile. No, this is Division Resurgence. It's completely different. So yeah, you do get Division 1 vibes, of course, and that's something that we were looking for, because we are, so many of us are so nostalgic for Division 1, and we felt like it was a good context to bring to mobile. So yeah, safe extract for the win, hopefully. I mean, still a couple of seconds to go. Who knows what could happen? We've got enemy waves on their way. But I think I might just abandon my crew and extract when available. Ah, come on, let's fight this one out. There we go. Okay, off we go. One final little kill. And yeah. Well done, guys. Nice extract. So yeah, hey guys, and welcome back. If you're just joining me, then we are live here from the Ubisoft Studios in Paris, just outside Paris actually. And this is the first time that we're live with you guys. My name is James, and I'm the community developer for The Division Resurgence, which is the mobile adaptation of the Division games. And in The Division Resurgence, you basically follow on to the story from Division 1, basically where we left off, and it's in between Division 1 and Division 2 in terms of storyline. It is a canon game, so all the lore that we'll be able to enjoy in this game is part of the lore of the Division franchise and the world of Division in general. And there we go, that was one first cool little extract. Maybe I can focus on some more questions from the chat while we wait for the team to be back up and ready to go. So, Only PvP? No. So this is basically the same as Division 2 and Division 1 in terms of gameplay. You've got PvE, solo. You can play as a squad, as a clan. You can play however you want. And the cool difference about TDR versus the previous Division games is that the open world is shared. So it really is an MMO open world, which means that while you're roaming around the open world and doing your solo missions, you could bump into other agents and start missions with them, or just even join them in the middle of a mission in the streets of New York. You can also replay the story missions as much as you want in solo or in multiplayer. So that's a real fun element that you can play around with, I suppose. So yeah, enjoy that. Asking this question so many times, is the LVOC included in Resurgence? I don't know. It's a good question. I have to check that one. I'll look into that one. So about missing that Justice 12E for your question. And when is it supposed to be released? So we're still aiming to release it basically at the end of this fiscal year. So more information about the release date will be given on social media when we get closer to that. Let's have a quick look at what I did loot, actually. Can I quickly see where my new gear is? Let's just go back. Okay, so Tixie really wants me to be part of his clan, Black Tusk. I'm not promoting any specific clan. It just happens to be the one that the community manager for the game is running. So he is biased, but this does potentially give us an option to go and check out the clan base. So we can do that while we're here. And I know Tixie will be very happy to have me in his clan. There we go. Hello, Tixie in chat. And yes, we have joined the Black Tusk clan. So here's the clan base for Resurgence. And the clan base does enable you to do quite a few things. Okay, well, I think we're going to be going back to the Dark Zone. We'll have to visit the clan base later. But you have more evolved crafting tables and a specific vendor in the clan base as well that you can visit and gives you some key loot. And here is where you can see your clan base being improved upon. You have different options in the clan base, and you've also got the option of taking part in some specific clan-based missions. Okay, here we go for the second Dark Zone run. I think we might have time for at least definitely this one, but maybe one more run after this before the end of the stream. Let's have a quick look at the chat. Can I see any questions that pop up to me here? Question, could you work on? Interesting question. We're not looking to do any collabs at the moment with other games, so yeah, stay tuned for that. Would it make sense for this game to only take place in winter? Well, yeah, I mean, lore-wise, definitely for the moment at least. Who knows for later? When seasons progress and seasons in-game progress, then who knows? But definitely for the moment, I mean, it is winter. The game, you enter the game just after the winter holidays, and so it's early January, I believe, when you start playing in earnest, at least, because you have a tutorial part, which is before. But basically, you join the game when you're in winter, and you can play through, I think, yeah, it's just winter for now. But yeah, more seasons might be fun. I'd love to see spring. I'd love to get a different vibe on things. Where are we going, guys? Where are we going? What's the goal here? So mark the boss over there. Let's go and do that. Any Easter eggs? I don't know. Up to you to find, I suppose. Okay, let's stick together. There we go. Can't see my enemies from here. Relocate, reposition. Oh. Come on, there we go. Ah, I'm getting confused. I can't. Okay, I can't get to cover. It's like, no, why can't I get to cover? That's okay. No worries. Who needs cover anyway? My team is covering me. I don't need anything else. They're the best cover. Okay, I just do need to be careful of anyone popping up behind me. Okay, I do not have a good shot here. Let me relocate. Ryan, why are you right in front of me? This guy is tanky as hell. Ah! Reload. Okay, I'm going to say I killed him. I'm going to pretend that was my kill. Another M700. Okay, let's grab that. Anything else of interest here? Can I grab the chest? Nope. Okay, so ammo is looking good. Trying to check the chat at the same time. Not easy, not easy. So crossplay, that's a very interesting one. So this is currently available on Android and iOS, and there is crossplay between the two. You can play with your friends whichever platform you're on, whichever platform they're on, and if you want to start your game on iOS and continue on Android, you can. Similarly, if you're playing on emulator, that works just as well, because it's linked to your UbiConnect account and not to any other account, as long as you're not playing guest, of course. If you're playing guest, then, well, too bad. But if you're connected to UbiConnect, then the progression in-game follows your account, and wherever you find Resurgence, if you can log into your account, you can continue your progress. Which is a really nice aspect. So any changes towards PvP modes, like different states and such, applied for Conflict? Conflict is one of the things that we're currently looking at very closely, because the sizes of our tests means that we don't necessarily have as much data as we'd like on like the balancing, specifically the balancing in Conflict. So it's one of the things we'll be looking at in next tests, not necessarily the focus for now. Currently we're looking at just making sure players have access, making sure the game runs smoothly, and then we'll start looking at the balancing of especially of the late game and the crafting, which is going to play a huge role in just like the long-term playability. Where are you guys going? Long-term replayability of the game. So these are things we'll be focusing on later. Currently, we are just making sure the game is running smoothly for all, and hopefully it is. I know we've had a few issues early in this beta. Why are my shots not hitting? I'm too far away, aren't I? Okay, let's activate that. That was a bit of a useless ability use. Waste of an ability. Why are we so far away, guys? Ah, that's why. That's why. Sorry. I'm being dumb. No. Quick, heal. Ah, no. Panic. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. Don't panic. Why can't I? Okay, for some reason my button is stuck. Okay. Yes. Doesn't want to unstick. Cry out loud. This is awkward. Okay. There we go. Good. Whew. Sorry about that. Luckily, my team was here to cover me. And yeah, live bug reports. These things happen. It's a live stream. I'm not used to playing on controller. That's going to be my excuse for this live stream. It's the controller's fault, not mine, obviously. No, it's never my fault. It's always the tool's fault. And if it's not the tool's fault, it's the teammate's fault. Always remember, it's not a tool, it's the teammate. Okay, cool. There is voice chat in the game, which you can choose to activate or not. Up to you. My preference is playing with people I know and only hearing them. Although in some cases, people I know I don't necessarily want to hear them, but that's a different story altogether. Okay. So where to next, guys? Where to next? Oh, I love dodging responsibility. It's my favorite thing. So, let me see, where do we want to go? You guys are too fast for me. I'm not getting to do anything in this one. Although I say that, but if they leave some to me, I won't be able to do anything. There, that was my kill. That was mine. Another M700 for loot. I'll skip that. Okay, let's take this one out, and then I can have a quick sneaky look at the chat once more. I don't know how these guys are still alive. There we go. Again, I'm going to pretend that was my kill. Okay, let's have a look at the chat for a second. Can you play instruments in-game? Well, that's interesting. Well, not that I know of. As in, musical instruments? Oh, wow. Hey, Lady Death. I got it. Wonderful. Gosh, some people are going to go absolutely wild, though. Got that one. So Lady Death is a really cool exotic skin. So musical instruments in the game. That could be fun. Okay, where to, guys? Grabbing the boss loot. So, let's see. Yeah, streamer loot. Always looks easier when it's looted by a streamer, eh? Nice. As you can see, I don't know if you saw that, but we got some Dark Zone intel. So what I'll do is, at the next chopper pickup point, I'm going to try and use that intel to show you basically how you can activate turrets and protect yourselves for the drop-off zone, or the evacuation zone, I should say. Okay, where are we going now? I think it is time for drop-off. The evac. Extraction? Feels a bit early. We've got 10 minutes to go. But if that's the choice, then okay. Yeah, I guess Lady Death, you extract, and I can show you the turret. So basically, you can deploy the turret with Dark Zone intel, and you can choose to spend that and activate the turret. Is another one somewhere? There should be another one somewhere, I think. Not sure where though. Yeah, no worries. And again, the Dark Zone in this does have a time limiter, and that's mainly to adapt the game to a more mobile-friendly approach where people don't necessarily have long, playing times on mobile devices. So this really does change things up. A lot of people have not really enjoyed this, especially coming from TD2, where you want to be able to enjoy the Dark Zone for a longer time. But actually, it adds an element of stress, and stress, is that necessarily the right word? It gives you focus and gives you drive. Let's put that in more marketing correct terms, where basically you know that once you've collected loot, you really have to get out of there quick. And if you miss that extraction deadline, let's say, then things can really be annoying for you. Basically, I've had quite a few instances where I wasn't paying attention to the timers, and I was just a bit too far away from the extraction points, and getting there meant that I didn't have time to extract, and I just lost all my loot. It is what it is. When that happens, it's really frustrating, but that's just it. We have got Lady Death in stream, so some people really quite jealous of that. Okay, let's activate that. Any more? Any more? Any more? No? Oh yeah, here we go. That's another turret. That's the one I used. Okay, there we go. Let's extract and let's have a look at Lady Death. Good. Our turn. There we go, our turn. Okay, off we go, guys. Look at the chat a bit. Any other servers? So, currently we are doing a regional beta in the US and Brazil. We don't have any dates for other servers or other countries where we want to go to for different betas and different tests. We do know that we'll want to do some more tests as we go, possibly, if this isn't the last one. But whatever the case may be, make sure you're staying tuned to social media, because that's where we'll be sharing any information that we have about future tests. SCA, for example, is one of the regions where we know we have lots of people waiting for us. So let's have a quick look at the new weapon that we got. So where is Lady Death? Which one do I want to switch? I want to switch this AK for my Lady Death. Where is it? Where is it? Why can't I find it? Anyhow, it doesn't matter. I'll look for that later. We'll focus on what I wanted to show you is the clan base. We can go around the clan base a bit more. So that's one of the fun ones that I like to do. So let's have a quick look at the chat again. So yeah, right now the North American servers are up. We are doing a regional base in the US, and we have quite a lot of people who have been invited to play. And so, as you can see, there's a dismantling machine, weapon crafting stations, gear crafting stations. Let's have a look at the interface clan vendor and the clan coordinator. Let's have a quick chat with them. So facility construction. So basically, if I want to improve the clan, I can spend some specific or donate some of my clan credits. But I've only just joined the clan because Tixie forced me to join now. So I don't have any of those to spend. But if I do the specific clan missions, then I'll be able to unlock more of those and help progress the clan. So as you can see, the weekly progress, it has been significantly advanced. So this is all about the stuff you can do with the different clans that you might want to join. And as you can see, there are missions that you can play throughout the week, and this is a fun way of interacting with your clan and your clan base and help improve the clan in general for everyone, because the clan upgrade stations or the craft stations, I should say, are more interesting for you, will give you more bonuses to crafting than the usual ones. So yeah. Lovely to read all you guys in the chat anyway. Yep, so as I know, massive are indeed, so the studios are indeed focused on the current TD2 games, and you may have heard about TD3 as well. We are a completely different, separate team working based off in Paris, and we have another team as well helping us with development, which is not here. But yeah, we're working closely with Massive to basically develop this game and make it as faithful as possible to the Division universe. I know that we'll be communicating more with you guys as we get closer to launch. This is the first time we're live with you guys on this specific channel, and it's really nice to be able to finally feel like we're a real part of that community, of this community. So yeah, do the nest, James. Well, I haven't done the nest in ages. I'm not sure if I want to show how bad I am on camera. I'm happy just to follow for another last Dark Zone round, to be honest, guys. And I think then we'll have to call it quits because I need time to, go and do some work, because it's all fun and games until you have to actually report on stuff. So, question about the launch. We do still aim to launch this on iOS and Android during this fiscal year. So, fiscal year ends a bit later in earlier 2026, basically. So look for information about that early next year, and hopefully you guys can get it on your devices very, very soon. On iOS and Android, once more, it is cross progress. So if you want to start playing on Android and switch to iOS for any reason, you can definitely do that. The game also runs well, or very well actually, on a lot of the more popular emulators. So if that's your jazz, then I can't necessarily recommend you play on anything else but a mobile device. But if that's if that's your jazz, then I can't say don't do that. Definitely, more people we have, the happier I am. So yeah. So where are we going, guys? What's the goal now? Checking the chat while I'm here. Problem with me checking chat is that I tend to run into enemies without even noticing. So a collab with other Division games, definitely something we've been talking about with the teams, but our main focus for now is just making sure this game is up and running smoothly. That really is something that we want to make sure that we offer to players before we start looking into collabs with Division 2, for example. But yeah, it would be cool. I'm always looking for ways of making your experience in both games more seamless, in a sense, giving you incentives to play both games at the same time, possibly. But yeah, hopefully I'll be very interested to see how many of you guys actually jump into this when it is live. Go rogue! Oh god, if I went rogue, I wouldn't survive. I wouldn't survive 15 seconds, honestly. First of all, there is a huge level difference between me and these guys. I am level 18 and they are level 30. They have been tryharding since the launch of the regional beta, and I would get absolutely destroyed. But yeah, I might go rogue just at the end. Don't tell them. It'll be fun for 12 seconds. Yeah, I think you can see why I don't need to be going rogue. There we go. Okay, so what's the objective, guys? Who wants to highlight the objective? Oh, he got me. Okay, so no, guys, I need to be picked up. Who's going to pick me up? Tixie, yes. Hey, okay, let's try this again. I'm being shot at from behind. That's why. Hey, I'm doing my part. Oh, I'm not in the right place. No. I'm gonna go down again. Well, this is not successful at all. Look at the chat for a sec. Any exotics only in Resurgence? Possibly. Something I have to look into. Definitely have another live stream coming up later this regional beta, so sometime in December, and I'm hoping to have someone from the production team here, so we might be able to answer a few more of those technical questions for you guys. But don't worry, I know that you guys are mostly looking for Division 2 content, so we won't be... Ah, shoot, I keep getting hit by the same guy. We won't be monopolizing this channel too much. Heal up. No, I was healing up. That's not fair. Okay, luckily my team is here for me. I think this definitely is going to be the last Dark Zone. Concentrating on the chat, and the game is proving to be a bit more than I would have thought it would be. Especially given my limited contribution to these fights. Good. I am a survivalist. I've survived more than 300 seconds in the Dark Zone. I think that's what you read. So, let me see the chat once more. English, please. Yeah, indeed. So, again, if you guys want to join us on Discord, feel free to do that. We have a flourishing little community there, enjoying the game together. Let's follow these guys while we're at it. We love to talk to you guys. I'm there on a regular basis. Tixie is there constantly, if not all the time. And yeah, we have quite a few people there to help you out if you have any issues with getting into the game, if you have any questions throughout your gameplay, if you're looking for a clan, if you're looking for people to play with, or just want to share your experience and just enjoy, or just, you know, I'm getting shot at, or just enjoy being part of the chat without actually necessarily saying anything, that's fine as well. I need to switch positions here. There we go. No! I just wasted my ability! Naval MP5, I will take that. Yes, please. It's my No, it's not full. Okay, I was worried there. Hey, is that for me? Yay, that's so kind of you guys. You're leaving me the loot. I've done nothing and you're giving me the loot. Aren't they nice? Taking pity, that's what they're doing. Okay, so let's see what's in here. Dark Zone credits, Dark Zone intel, and a few things there. Some mods as well. So a quick look at my inventory, because I don't want to be carrying too much stuff. Yep, that's right. Let's get rid of that. Let's just get rid of that for now. Okay, good. Now, what's the next objective? Ah, they're gone. They're gone! Quick! And yeah, I see your comment about this feeling a bit clunky. Now, don't forget, I'm playing with controller. It's actually really, really smooth if you're playing with your fingers directly onto the device. That's how I usually play, which is why the controller feels very, very odd for me. But it's surprisingly nice when you get used to it. If you're used to playing any shooter game on your mobile device, then this will feel really simple for you, and you should have no issues whatsoever getting into this. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, I can activate this turret here, and that will give us a small advantage as well. Yes, deploy sentry turret. Yes, I want to do that. Okay, good. That way it has our back. And I'm missing out on all the fun because everything's happening upstairs. And I've deployed a turret downstairs. That is brilliant. Well done, James. How clever. And the fight's over. Well, that's a turret I am not getting back. Ah, here we go. Yes, and the turret is actually doing stuff. Okay. We have another 2 waves coming our way. And this time back upstairs they are. Wonderful. Let's go. One down. Oof. These guys are strong. Do that. I'm helping. I'm definitely helping. I don't know how, but I'm helping. I think. Ah, my aim is awful. Sorry, guys. Okay. Is this last wave? I think it might be the... yeah. Might be the last? Or the one before last? Nope. Didn't get there in time. There we go. This is the last wave. And it's downstairs again. I always feel like I want to rush just because I'm missing out on the action here. But I miss out on the action because I am not as high level as these guys are. And if I do rush, I'm going to be missing out on the action because I'll be dead. Come on. This one for me. Why I'm not aiming properly, I don't know. I don't know why I'm not aiming properly. That's okay. Oh, Orion is doing so much damage, so much of the work. Get behind him. Okay, let's activate some abilities here. Give everyone a bit of extra damage. Ah, why am I reloading? I missed it. I missed out on all the fun. Again. Okay, 8 minutes left. I think we have time for something else before extracting. Ooh, what's this? Exhausted weapon recalibration. That's nice. I'll take that. Yes, please. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the chat. Haven't really read the chat in some time now. Hey, you got this, James. Thank you, Kamikaze. Upload. Hey, no, Tixie. Tixie crashed. Hopefully he'll be back. Where is Tixie? Well. We might just survive without him. Actually, he may be able to join back into the game directly. Where to? Oh, that way. Okay. So I'm going to be following Trash here. And I think this is going to be the last of our objectives. And then extract, maybe? That sounds like a plan. Which way, Trash? I'm following you. 300 meters to the next objective.
They're thinning our ranks. Keep them covered while they move. Shove them back. They're trying to flank us.
Does not help that my aim is awful today. Nowadays.
Cover's useless now.
No, come back here, you're mine.
Got him
You're
left,
mine.
right. Playtime's over.
Yes. You see? I can contribute. You know what you guys are talking about.
Never should have come here. Under fire. Keep them covered while they move. Son of a bitch. Hit him now while they're healing.
Come on. Where is he? Show yourself.
They're trying to flank us.
And now I'm playing too aggro and I can't play. That happens every single time.
Our tech salad does work.
6 minutes remaining for extraction. So we ought to start getting a move on if we want to do one more objective, maybe? Yeah, my inventory is full. I'm not going to be able to discard anything right now. Whoa, whoa, I was looking at the chat, and once more I nearly ran into danger. Okay, I need to back off. There we go. And I can finally maybe get some use out of my ultimate ability. Yeah, it's hitting really hard. Let me do that as well. Come on, reload. No. Well, I missed out some quite a lot of my ultimate there. But that's okay. Yes, and level up. Gorgeous. Perfect. I won't be able to grab anything because my inventory is full. Yep. Dismantle. Discard. That. Confirm. And back we go. No. I don't want to do that. There we go. Okay, good. I have what I want. Ooh, another shiny one. Yay. Nice, I'll take those as well. No, why is my inventory full again? Ow. So I just want to do that. Done. And I can grab this, and I think it's time for the extraction. Which way are we going? Let's hope there aren't any more enemies on the way. Anything happening in chat? How do you play this game? So the game is currently in regional beta in the US and Brazil, and we sent out a bunch of invitations to a bunch of people. If you don't have an invitation just yet and want to get into the game, make sure you are pre-registered to play. And if you are in one of the regions where the test is live, then you may receive an invitation. I need to get up there ASAP. I can't seem to find my way around. There we go. So currently there are I don't think there are more invitations going out today, maybe. But yeah, keep your eyes out on, keep your eyes open for more. If you're curious to know what's happening, make sure you join the Discord. We regularly post updates there on different small things happening. We try and avoid posting too much to Twitter, just to keep the chatter down as much as possible. But if you are curious about this game and want to see more, Discord is the best place for you to go. And again, make sure you're pre-registered for the game. That's also the best way of making sure that you're invited to any potential new live event happening, regional beta or closed beta or anything else like that. The Discord is popping. Popping? I have no idea. I'm not good with that kind of talk. Whatever. That's not what you guys are here for. But yeah. Bear in mind, guys, that the bear in mind that after each of the closed tests, after each of the regional betas, the accounts are reset. So any progress, unfortunately, is lost. But it does also mean that if you haven't played yet and are looking to play in one of the future tests, then you will also be able to start off at the same time as everyone else. Although, bear in mind that some people are tryharders, and I am currently playing with 3 of the most tryharder players in the server currently. So yeah, they've been carrying me through this session quite completely. And I would like to say a quick thank you to them for helping out today, despite me being silent to them and possibly slowing people down more than anything else. But hey, I got Lady Death. Don't know who else can say that. I'm looking forward to be able to test her out in the game. So yes, I shall let my teammates take care of all that, and I just want to extract my loot. And this is indeed the Dark Zone in Resurgence. As I mentioned a few times now, the Dark Zone in Resurgence is limited to 20 minutes, and this gives you an extra sense of urgency in getting out of the Dark Zone in time, making sure that you get that loot out with you. And with that, I think this is going to be the end of this live stream today. It's been really quite special being with you guys. We've been live for just over an hour now, and yeah, you should be back with the TD2 team next for some more live streams coming up. We do have another live stream for Resurgence coming in December, so keep your eyes on the social media platforms for Resurgence for that. As always, it's been a real charm being with you guys. It's always lovely to be back in front of you and answering questions. Go and follow The Division Mobile on Twitter to make sure that you're staying informed. Go and check out the Discord as well for Resurgence if you want to just see what's happening. And if you want to get into the game, it is still possible. I think there are still some people out there with some codes to give out. So just keep your eyes out for that on social media. I know that we've been giving them out to a few people. In the meantime, if you have any questions, anything you want to share with us as a team here at Ubisoft, do just any social media platform of your choice, really. We are reading you. We are reading you on a daily basis and gathering as much feedback as we can. Again, this has been Division Resurgence. This is the mobile adaptation for Division on mobile. Yeah, mobile. I think you get that. I think you get the idea. It's mobile. And we hopefully are coming out soon. So yeah, keep your eyes out for more information on that. In the meantime, once more, thanks a ton for joining me, for having joined us today. Thanks a ton to my teammates, Orion, Trash, and Tixie for their help. Big shout out as well to Riggy, who's been phenomenal in the chat. And big shout out to all of you guys. Thanks a ton. Catch you next time.